Welcome to Grace Today, a daily vlog designed to encourage you and equip you with the Word of God. Let's begin. All right, friends, on today's video, we're going to begin looking at what we can learn and apply from the truths that we learned Sunday evening from Exodus chapter 5. And I want to begin today with really where we ended up on Sunday evening with a look at Exodus chapter 6, verse 1, and God's reply to Moses. It says there, "Then the Lord said to Moses, 'Now you will see what I will do to Pharaoh.'" What a stunning statement. The Lord is going to show off what he will do. And I remind you of that because as we're reading through the narrative, Exodus chapter 5 seems like a downer. Remember the end of chapter 4, as Moses had come in to speak to the people, to give them the message of deliverance. They responded well, and chapter 4 ends with, "Then they bowed low in worship." What a amazing ending. And so we come into Exodus chapter 5 with this great expectation, and even Moses, his actions in this show, he had great expectation of quick deliverance. And yet it doesn't quite go the way Moses had hoped, the way the people had hoped, the way maybe they had expected. Rather, the initial statement to Pharaoh, the initial confrontation with Pharaoh is rebuffed, and the people's labor increases. The harshness of their treatment increases. And so the people come and they rebuke Moses, and then Moses goes and dares even to question God, saying, "You have not delivered your people at all." And so this chapter really is in many ways kind of a low point in the narrative to this point, and it shows us as we are examining this book, we see what's coming, and it reminds us that God is faithful even when things don't go according to our plan, according to our preferences. And I think that really is the key takeaway from this chapter, is to remember God. Remember that he is faithful. Trust in him. Trust in his word, even when things don't go according to plan. So let me encourage you, think about your life. Think about things that aren't going according to your plan or according to your preferences. Maybe there's some trial you've been in for a long time. Maybe you've been evangelizing a loved one or a neighbor for a long time, and they haven't yet turned to the Lord, or whatever it may be. Something that you think, man, God is going to do something great, and he just hasn't done it on your time scale. Let me encourage you, take that before the Lord and seek him. Ask him to help you trust in him, to trust in his word, to trust in his promises, even in the midst of trial, even in the midst of difficulty. And ask him to remind you and to really set root in your heart and mind and thinking his faithfulness, so that you can always return there. And remember, even if things aren't seeming to go according to plan, God is still in control. And above that, he is still faithful to do exactly what he said he would do. This should lead us to great worship, friends. And I pray that it's an encouragement to you this morning as you think about it, and as you think about it all day. I love you, Grace Community, and I'm praying for you. Have a great day. Thanks for tuning in to Grace Today. For more information on Grace Community Baptist Church of Elgin, Texas, and how you can support this ministry, check out the links in the description below. See you tomorrow.